Today's video is actually about a pretty big milestone for me. I told myself that I wanted to pay off my student loans 2 years after graduating college. I graduated in 2018 and it's actually New Year's Eve going into 2021, so it's still 2020 and I just got paid. And with today's paycheck, I actually have enough money in my account now to pay off all $17,920 of my student loans. Since graduating college, I've had to put almost $25,000 into cars. I've had to pay for a move from Spartanburg to Atlanta, from Atlanta to Raleigh, from Raleigh back to Atlanta, medical bills related to a broken hand, a torn ACL. I have COVID right now. Basically what I'm trying to say is that I had that goal to pay it off 2 years after graduating college, and there were multiple times throughout the past 2 years that I did not believe that that was going to be possible. But here's the thing, I'm really happy that I can pay off my student loans, but I was just one decision away from not being where I am today. If we rewind 1 year, I'm just having dinner with my girlfriend in Raleigh. The reason why we were at dinner is I wanted to take her and we were going to make 2 T-charts for the job that I currently had at the time and the job I ended up getting, and figure out the positives and the negatives for each of the decisions, because at the time, I didn't know what I was going to do. For the job that I currently had, the T-chart looked something like this. So the positive sides was that the income potential of that current job was actually really high. I absolutely loved what I did and I was in the same city as my girlfriend. But here's the negatives. I was working 80 hours a week, so I wasn't able to pursue YouTube. I wasn't working out. I was making $35,000, so I felt like I was just barely getting by in Raleigh. And I knew if I was just making that amount of money, I wouldn't be where I wanted to be financially at a year out or 2 years out from that time. And the T-chart for my current job, which is a job I ended up taking, was almost the exact opposite of that one. On the positives, my income would have gone from $35,000 to more than $72,000 a year, which is essentially more than doubling my income. That would have put me where I wanted to be financially. I would have worked significantly less, allowing me to do things like start this YouTube channel or get back in shape in our home gym here. But the negatives were that I was starting a new career that had a significantly less earning potential than my old one, and at the same time, I would still have to leave the city and be separate from my girlfriend once again. At the time, we didn't know how or if she was even going to be able to get to the same city, which is Atlanta, with me again. And you're changing careers, and every single time you change careers, it's almost a little frightening. You guys obviously know which decision I ended up making because you are watching this YouTube channel and I'm making this video. And I have to say, it's honestly one of the best decisions I've ever made in my life. And obviously the reason I wanted to make this video was because paying off the last of my debt, which was my student loan, was a big milestone for me, but got me thinking, if I didn't make that decision, I would have been absolutely 2 months after getting this new job, my other car completely died on me and needed like $7,000 of repairs, and it wasn't even worth $1,500. The bonus I got with this current job is what allowed me to straight up buy the Honda Civic that I purchased, because when I was making $35,000 a year, I wasn't saving a lot of money. I couldn't, it was not enough money. If I didn't switch jobs, I wouldn't have had the money to buy a car outright, so I probably would have had to get a car loan. And because my credit score was so terrible at the time, I would have found myself in another high interest car loan, because that's the only thing I would have been able to get, and I would need a car ASAP. Keep in mind, I just finished paying off that car, which was a 32% interest car loan, and there was no way in hell I was going to find myself back in that same scenario after getting out of it. I also wouldn't have been able to start this YouTube channel, and it's not where I want it to be at all with this YouTube channel, but it's a hell of a lot farther away than not having a YouTube channel at all. Once again, appreciation post for all 310 of you guys. And on top of that, I wasn't working out at all because I was working 80 hours a week. I'm somebody who likes to work out 5 to 7 days a week, and I went down to working out 1 to maybe 2 days a week at that old job. All of this is to say, if I made the other decision, if I didn't go to dinner that night and make that T-chart, I am dreadfully afraid of where I would have ended up. So what's the point of this video? Well, the first thing was just to announce to you guys that I'm debt-free now. That's a milestone that I wanted to celebrate, and thank you guys for watching the video up until this point. But the main reason I wanted to make this video was to implore you guys to make clear, proactive, logical decisions. I was absolutely afraid of switching careers. I did not want to leave my girlfriend, but the logic of the situation said that I would have been in a better place 1 year out if I would just follow and trust the logic. So here I am today, a year out, goddamn glad I trusted that logic. My girlfriend actually found a job, so she's living with me now in Atlanta. My cost of living is actually cheaper in Atlanta than it was in Raleigh. I'm working out more again, and as of today, I'm completely debt-free, ready to start my life. So once again, please make clear, logical, proactive decisions, and remember, it may be hard now, but it doesn't always have to be. I'll see you in the next one.